Okay, who's feeling excited? So, for this video, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss the relationship between K sub A and K sub B, and the relationship between pK sub A and pK sub B. So, we're going to have two equations given to us. We're going to know that K sub A times K sub B should equal 1 times 10 to the negative 14. So 1 times 10 to the negative 14, that's actually K sub W, which is the water dissociation constant. So K sub A times K sub B is the same as K sub W. And then we also have another equation to know, is that pK sub A plus pK sub B is equal to 14. So if you're given one, you can find the other. So how this can work out is, let's say that you are given an equation. So let's do one that everybody does. So if you have an acid has a K sub A of 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4, we'll say. I want to know what is the pK sub, or the K sub B. So what you're going to do mathematically is you're going to take this equation and you're going to say that 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4 is equal to basically 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4. I should have started with the other thing. Okay, so you're going to say I need the K sub B. So K sub B is going to equal this number divided by your K sub A, right? Because I'm solving for K sub B. So it's going to be 1 times 10 to the negative 14 divided by my K sub A to get K sub B by itself. So I'm going to divide it by 1.17 times 10 to the negative 4. So a big thing that I need you to know and pay attention to is that, 1.7, sorry. One big thing that I need you to pay attention to and know is that this has to be typed in as a whole piece in your calculator, right? 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4. If you type 1 times 10 to the negative 14 divided by, and then you type 1.7 without parentheses, it'll divide that first and then multiply by that, which is incorrect, right? So 1 times 10 to the negative 14, I'm going to divide that by parentheses 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4. And I get we'll say 5.9 times 10 to the negative 11. Right? Now, just like pH, pK sub B, that's actually negative log of. So we could say pK sub A is the same as excuse me, negative log of the K sub A. So if I extended this question and I gave it part 1 and I gave it a part 2, I'd say, what is the pK sub B? I would take my K sub B and I'd say negative log of 5.9 times 10 to the negative 11. So let's do that in our calculator here. And I got 10.23. What if I had another question and it says, what is K sub A? pK sub A. I have two ways of doing that, right? I could take my K sub A right here and do negative log of 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4, or I could do 14 minus this number. Either way, right? Yeah. So that is gonna, we could do negative log of 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4, or we could just do 14 minus 10.23. And they're both equal to 3.8. We'll say 3.77. Ooh, getting messy here, guys. Okay, so this should have summed up for you pretty clearly the relationship between K sub A and K sub B, and the relationship between pK sub A and pK sub B. Remember, when you see the little p, all that means is negative log of. So pK sub A is negative log of K sub A. So what is pK sub B? Negative log of the K sub B. Right? Oops. So if I give you an acid and I give you a K sub A, you can find the K sub B by simple division. If I give you a K sub B and I ask for a pK sub B, all you do is plug it into that simple equation. So hopefully this helps, guys.